Nicholas. We continue our coverage tonight of an incident at the Whitley County Jail. 24 people, including the sheriff, were taken to the hospital after a substance contaminated an area of the jail.
And officials believe the substance came from an inmate. We're learning more about her this evening. News Channel 15's Kelly Roberts has been investigating this. She's live in our newsroom now. So, Kelly, what do you know?
Well, we know that the substance came from a woman who was being booked into the Whitley County Jail. For nearly 5 hours, the intake area of the jail was closed off and everyone inside was decontaminated. Then they were brought to the hospital. At 12:30 this afternoon, the intake room at the Whitley County Jail was busy.
This area was occupied by several Whitley County Jail confinement officers and other inmates of the jail.
One person being booked was a 44-year-old woman. She was arrested along with a 52-year-old man less than an hour before after the car the two were in was clocked going more than 100 miles per hour. Both Indiana State Police and Whitley County officials say while being patted down by a confinement officer, a substance on the woman contaminated the air in the room. However, both agencies are still investigating exactly how that contamination happened. But once the contamination was discovered, everyone in the room could not leave. It was on lockdown. Nearly 5 hours of decontaminating later, the room was opened back up and 24 people were taken to the hospital. No life-threatening injuries were reported.
The only two complaints that I heard of was a rash or a red spot on one and red eyes on another person. Outside of that, everything we're doing is precautionary.
Whitley County Sheriff Marcus Gatton went into the room after the contamination. He too was on lockdown in the room and then taken to the hospital.
I was able to kind of get a couple of pieces of information from the sheriff today by him yelling through one side of the window and me on the other side of the window.
That substance was sent to a lab to see exactly what it is. The Indiana State Police are not releasing the names of the two people they arrested today because that investigation is still ongoing. Live in the newsroom, Kelly Roberts, News Channel 15.